Long ago, my father gave me a really great advice when I was facing personal hardships. And that advice was, every day, be a boxer. And for every hit you take in life, give one back in the form of a selfless act. And so the front lines is that hit back. And I think each of us can give that hit back in many different ways. But if you don't have those tools in that toolkit to know how to give that hit back, you may run into other issues. I mean, we've seen it with increased suicide rates, PTSD, the effects of traumatic brain injury. There are a lot of different issues out there that veterans are facing. The Front Lines is a social utility network that's designed to empower veterans, members of our armed forces, family and friends by providing resources, education, and the ability to share their stories. In America, we have nearly 24 million veterans. We have 76 million descendants of veterans. So that represents almost 1/3 of the entire US population. And yet of that sleeping giant, we don't tell our stories. So we have allowed ourselves to have the CNNs, the Fox Newses of the world define that story. So they're going to tell it through their own subjective lens. You have to share your story. And those stories don't have to be doom and gloom. They can be the funny ones. They can be the happy ones. They can be the positive one. But at least you're telling that story. Because if you don't do it, other people will. We've been at war now for longer than any other time in our nation's history. Right now we have less than 1% of our nation actually fighting in our wars. And so unless you're actually a veteran or know a veteran, you probably don't have that personal connection with what going to war actually means. I kind of believe that if you want to bridge that cultural divide between the military and the civilians, that you need to use storytelling as a method.